Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're going to bust open one of these boxes sent to us by the great Michael Ivey, who sent us a whole big, huge box of cards. And we took a sneak peek at these last mail day video and told you I was going to, there's a Hall of Famer right there on the Topps Big, 1988 Topps Big. We were going to do devoting a video per box because it was just so much to get through. So we're going to go ahead and do that, get cracking on this one right now. We already saw some Hall of Famers during our sneak peek. Let's see what else we got in here. Todd, Mr. Burns, Bill Buckner. Boy, that's some bad photo quality there. Look at that. Not much in the way of... There's Dave Kingman. I don't know if I've seen that card before. He'll sign through the mail. Willie Randolph, $5. Vita Blue, no longer with us. Look at that leg kick. Reminiscent, more recently, of Lance Parrish. Nice. Steve Garvey, 81 Donruss. Is that the one he won't sign? There's one card he won't sign. Jim Lentine, Tony Pena, Jody Davis, looking like a carrot top there. Lee Lacy, Storm Davis, early in his career. There's Vita Blue again. Willie Upshaw, Keith Hernandez, Dwight Gooden, nice on the 85. That's early in his career. Looking at that rookie year, 3 in a row. Bud Painted Black, Straw, early in his career. Gibson. There's Garvey, 86 Donruss. Boring card. Eric Davis, early in his great career. Look at that. Greg Nettles. Vince Coleman. I think that may be his rookie card. There's a nice card by Doc. 3 in a row. Murph. Some stars in here. There's early in his great career, too. Was he 30-30 yet? 27 and 80. First full season. 27 homers, 80 steals. When it was a legit stolen base back then. Clemens early in his career. Garvey. Buckner. Ian. Lou. Doc. Plesac. Dwight Evans. Sweet Music. Quisenberry from Down Under. Look at that picture. What a great picture that is. Murph. Tony Fernandez. Vince Coleman. Steals 110, 107 back-to-back seasons. Not too shabby. Sean Dunston. Look at that right arm. There's early Canseco. Fred Lynn. Give you a blue index card. Mike Scott. Bob, give me a Melvin. Mattingly. Clemens. 5 Clemens in a row. Raffy. Stewart. Nice. Collect all these guys. They have their own little snap case. Keep all the Hall of Famers and potential Hall of Famers in. Candy, Dave Smith. Stan the Man with a completed puzzle. Wally. Hey, Wally. Boomer Wells. Scott Terry. Let's see. He only signs Blue Jay cards. I think I saw a private signing. He only signs Blue Jay cards. I think that's what it said. Doug Sis looks like... Scott, Billy Hatcher, he of the 90 World Series, Dan Pasqua. Flannery, he thought he was going to be the next lefty power hitter. Short porch in right field. Yankee Stadium didn't quite pan out. These cards look a little bit more well-loved than the first ones, which were Crispy Kringle. Gerald Perry, is that a large? Look at my Lacoste with the split finger grip. Kanji Losi, Paul O'Neill. Rick Shoe. Nothing but cakes. Rick, really big shoe. Gerald Young will sign that one for you. Ricky Horton, here's a who. Ray Searage will not sign it. From West Liberty. West Liberty State College. There he is. Last sentence. Signed in 76 out of West Liberty State College. Greg Harris. No, not that Greg Harris. The other Greg Harris. I just sent to both Greg Harrises on the same day. For the first time, both Lester Lancaster. Lester the Molester. Joyner. Plesac again. Pags. Tettleton with that nice chaw. Steinbach Jeltz. Brian Dayett. Gino Petrali. Jose De Leon. Buchel. Noche. Chris James will sign it. John Pulaski. Just looked up his address. Ty Gainey. Jack Clark. Jeff Heart of Stone. Denny, another brick in the walling. Ken Williams. Steve Ontiveros. Tim, take you on a sea cruise. Donnie Morris Les. Bill Dolly. Claude L. Meacham. Tim Tuffle. Santiago. Fisher. Oberkfell. Rance. Huge classes. Dave Hingle. Rob Murphy. One of the Nasty Boys. Greg Walker. Jerry Reed. Eastbound and Down right there. Jerry Reed. Ron Hassey. Bruce. 2 minutes for Ruffin. Dan Mann from Gladden. Tim Laudner. Tracy Woodson. Manny Lee. Steve Kiefer. Oberkfell again. Murph. Bob James Gang. Raphael Santana. Great guitarist. Dwayne Ward. Doyle. Oh, yeah, we're about halfway through. Stars, superstars, and Hall of Famers. Candyman with the nice ice cream sundae helmet. Spill It Man. Jim Gotcha. Randall Byers does not look like a baseball player. Crazy. Tom Newell, June. Will Clark. Man, they gave him a monobrow. Fernandez, I don't remember him having a monobrow. Jose Mesa. Nice. Early in his career. Mark Thurmond. James Heart of Steels. Lance Parrish. Ken, I get my exercise daily. Gus Polidor. Chuck Moses Krim. Larry Herndon. Shelby. Larry Parrish. Where'd you get those oversized glasses? From Amy Lee Gemstone? Man. Lee Smith. Beautiful card there. Kevin Elster. Nice. He'll sign that for $3. Tim Jones. Kevin Alka-Seitzer. Jack Mann from Savage. Castillo. Hal Morris. Orlando, do you have a room for rent? A room for rent. Larry McWilliams. He'll get back with you in 2 years for $5. Shaner's Pizza. Jim, 2 silhouettes on Deshays. Howard Johnson, do you have the room for rent? There's the other Greg Harris. Van Dandy, Tim, Mrs. Burke. Steinbach, Candyman. Finley, Vandy Slank. Mike Young, Rick Junk Mailer. There's a nice Garvey. 81 Fleer. I'm still wondering if that's the one. $81, 81 Fleer. Ty Waller, we got him through the mail. There's former Red Sox counterparts in center field and right field. Don't call me Tim McGraw. His son Tim. Fernando Mania. Bull Durham. Penguin. Carrot Top again. Buckner. Tommy TJ Surgery. Griff. Sweet Music. Getting through some 84 Fleer here. Dewey Evans again. Jimmy Key. Might be his rookie. Langston. Bull Durham. Great stance. Alvin Davis. There's one for Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. What's he have written on the bill of his hat? The world will never know. Rags. Oil Can Boyd. Baylor, Reardon, Fernandez. There's Dwight, Doc, Gooden, Marty Barrett. Look at those tennis shoes. Chili. Michael, Bobby, don't call me Bobby Witt. Bobby Ojeda. There's Candyman. Left the game to go see the Knicks play. Steve Sachs. Love that guy. Glenn Davis. Wow. Tony Fernandez again. Kiefer and Tartable. I got to get that signed by Tartable. Tommy Herr. Willie McGee again with the hat. King Kong. Quiz. Greg Nettles. I'm ready to bring out the John Marshall hat and finally show you guys what it looked like. There's Rob Deere. Speaking of Rob Deere, where are the guys that used to do the baseball show from the Midwest? They had a really good YouTube channel. Just kind of disappeared. Bedrosian. Candy Maldonado. J. Tibbs. Mark, it's clear. There's the Igniters, McGee and Coleman. Sabes, early in his career. Not a rookie. Murph and Willie McGee there on the single card. Another Murph card coming at you. 86 Fleer, love that. Garvey with a donut on his bat. Willie McGee by his lonesome. Pettis. Mattingly in action, I like that one. Vince Coleman. Doc. Gooden in action, the 4 shots. Mattingly, nice. Gritch again. Hershiser. Mattingly again. Ouch, Don Baylor getting hit by a pitch. Strawberry. Tear on the base pass. I just talked about that. Fernando Mania and Doc. Eric Davis. Here's some All-Stars. Gooden, nice. Might get that signed. Dave Anderson, he's coaching in the minor leagues, I believe. Occasionally signs through the mail. There's only a 2-month league down there, so you got to hit him when the timing's right. June and July, I think he's coaching. Henke's looking right into the sun. Sid, signed from Hawaii. Lee Smith, Hall of Famer. Mario Brothers Diaz. Scott Gereltz. Rich Dotson. Al Wanashby. Ernie Riles, Jack Lazorko, he'll sign. Atlee Hammaker, World Series Trivia, Wild Thing. O'Neill, playing a little first. Pagnozzi, Lester Lancaster, Jose Uribe, that card's selling for $3,000 on eBay. Gerald Perry, Mattingly again. Straw on the Sport Flicks. Mattingly on the Sport Flicks. Here's some 89 Upper Deck. Andy McGaffigan. Lemmer Lemke as a rookie. Steve. Timmy Jones. Brian Downing with a donut. John Kruk with a donut. Man, he's been eating some donuts too, but he had a donut on his bat. I like to see that. And some puzzle pieces. So that's it. That's the first box of many coming up from the great Michael Ivey. And we'll be going through these, I don't know, maybe 1 a week, 2 a week. Who knows? But thank you very much, Michael. And a bunch of great cards in there, that's for certain. So many thanks to Michael Ivey. If he had a page, I'd link it, but he doesn't have a YouTube page. So just have to thank him out loud here on video. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, we tend to do this every time we get some great boxes of cards from friends of the channel. And if you missed the last time we did something fun like this, I'll leave a link right there. But thanks for being with me today, and we will see you soon.